Alright, let's hope today's the final push. I think clean this shop up. So I left off. We did everything but all the steering linkage. I'm going to get measurement on my center link. Obviously I'll have to go get the truck aligned. But I'm going to at least get an initial measurement on what's there now before I take it off. I'm going to work to get everything loose to make sure that the adjustment collar is good and loose when I take it to the shop. There's no issues about being able to turn it. Had that happen in the past. But I'll get a measurement on the whole thing, and I'll at least set the initial. You know, when I put the replacement on, I'll set it to the same length as the original, and then take it from there. Get that put on. We'll get the shocks put on. So center link goes back on, shocks go on, sway bar links go on, and then I got to figure out this bumper. Oh, that should be fun doing that by myself. But I'll get it. So letting the shop warm up a little bit. It's pretty cold in here this morning, and I guess we'll get after it. All right, first measurement is 1 1/8 inches. Got what? I think 1 1/8 inches. It's hard to do with one hand. Looks like I call that 1 1/8 inches on the collar. I'll do the whole length when I'm done here. So 1 1/8 inches on the lower center link. And what have I got in the upper end of it? Alright, so here's something else I'm noticing as I'm getting ready to take this center link apart and did my measurements. Check out the pitman arm nut. When I start moving this, when I said my steering didn't feel very good in this thing, I think I'm finding more issues. I don't think the ball joint feels bad, but the whole post is loose. I'm going to tighten that up before I'm all done. So I'll pull the pin on that, and we'll definitely tighten it up, and I think that'll help some. Again, I'm not sure that my center link really needed to be replaced on this joint now that I felt the new one compared to the old one, but I did bugger up the boot, so one way or another I'll end up with a problem there if I don't deal with it. I probably could have just bought a new boot, but I didn't even know where to get one, so I just bought the whole stupid thing. It cost me a fortune. So maybe I'll keep this one as a spare, and I'll see if I can find a boot for it now that I've sunk the money in the other one. Anyway, onward. Alright, so pretty much done with the front end. We do the sway bar links next, and then shocks. But I got everything on there. I got the adjustable track bar in. Got the new center link on. I'm going to definitely paint that center link. I don't know why they don't do that from the factory. That's surprising. I couldn't do anything about this, the short arm on the center link going to the pitman arm. The whole thing was spinning on the inside. It doesn't seem to be loose at all left to right. I don't like the way it is, but I got to get this project done. Enough's enough. We're going to drive it the way it is, and we'll see how it is. If I have a problem, I'll deal with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave well enough alone with it. I'll end up ordering another, the short arm if I think that ball's bad, and I'll just if it spins free in there, I'll just sawzall the thing off at the nut there on the post and take it out. For now, it's going to stay. Everything up here is now done, tightened up, tightened down. Like I said, the adjustable's in, so we are going to move to sway bars and shocks. Getting there, getting there, getting there. All right, another milestone reached. All the major components are now back in. I took care of some brake boots while I was in here. I noticed that they were bad. They've been replaced. I found that they were cracked, and that was fortunately the The caliper pins were still in really good shape, so that wasn't any big deal, but I'm glad I caught that before we got any corrosion in them. Lubed up everything really good that I could get at since everything's nice and open. Bilsteins are in. Brand new sway bar links are in. New center link is in. New suspension's in. So now we are ready for the bumper, which means I'm going to let these down because I think I want a little extra room and I don't want these in the way when I'm trying to put them on. So let's move a couple things. Move my light. Get that out of the way. Let's hang our suspension down. I still have the floor jacks under the frame from when I was dropping the axle, so they're still there. So let's go ahead and put her down. Slowly as I can. Alright, that one's out. Coming out. Sure, these will all be in the way when I try and do anything. Stuck on some piece of dirt. Rock. Get that out of the way. Hang down our other one. Ooh. And she's back down on the frame. Get that out of the way. Now we're hanging down pretty good. And it's time to put the bumper back on. Lift her back up. Get the wheels on her and take some measurements. Getting close. Everything's done and back together. Let's get some measurements. It's now 11.5 in the rear, which I don't know if that, just in case I did it to the ground before, I don't remember whether I did it to the ground or not, but it's 41.5 to the ground, 11.5 above the wheel. Comparing these to the measurements I started with. Yeah, 11.5. 41.5. Looks like 10. I'd say that's maybe 40.25. So I got a little bit of rig to the rear. Okay. Yep, 10. What do we call that? Oh, there we go. How's that happening? 39.25.
It was like that on this side too. Just orient. No, it wasn't.
It's like an inch higher on this side. Why am I an inch higher on this side? That's weird. I'm an inch higher over here.
Are we gonna worry about that?
No. But I don't quite understand it.
So tell everybody what the hardest part of this project was.
Everything.
What's your advice for the overall construction of this suspension?
But it'll all work out as long as it drives well. It's kind of weird. I get 1 inch difference between the left and the right here. I'm not quite sure. I'll worry about that when the springs settle in. Maybe something's just needs to move around a little.
I'll still film it.
All right.